Good afternoon and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. I was gonna say Sunday because I thought it was Sunday because today is Labor Day, so everybody had off and everything like that. Matthew was off school, my dad was off work, Jack was off school, Jack didn't have football practice. So I was thinking it was Monday, but no, it's a short week for everybody this week. Matthew left for school like around 4 o'clock or something like that, and he will be back though on Thursday, I think like Thursday afternoon or something, because he goes to football practice with my dad. I think he came back on like Tuesday of last week, but I don't know if he's gonna come back because kind of seems pointless, like he was here all day today and then it's gonna come back and then be gone all day Wednesday and then come back on Thursday night and then be here for the weekend again. Seems kind of like a waste of time, so I don't think he's going to, but I think he's just gonna come home on Thursday like he did last week, and then when he has a full week he might come back on Tuesdays, just so that he can help like with coaching football for the high school for Jack's team. So yeah guys, it's so weird too because I was like, wow, it's Monday. I was like, I have to get, I was thinking again, it was the weekend, like today was Sunday, and I was like, oh, I gotta get to bed so I can make sure that I get up early so I can babysit tomorrow. And I was like, I don't have to babysit tomorrow. I'm done. The little boy who I'm babysitting for, he goes back to school tomorrow. Like, goodness guys, I'm kind of sad. Like, it's just like I was telling you guys, like all the little things that I was thinking in the back of my head, like, oh, we should do this project, or like, oh, we could take him here, or we could, go and do this, or all that kind of stuff, and thinking about it and that kind of thing. It's like I don't have to plan any of that stuff out anymore, like activities or games, or like I said, like places we could go or things we could do or whatever. Like I don't have to think about those kind of things anymore now because I'm not babysitting. It's just, like I said, it's so weird because my mindset was so, like it was 4 days a week for the last 2 or 3 months, whatever it was, that like I've been babysitting him, which is so weird. So yeah, I didn't start babysitting him right when he got out of school, only because his mom she started working like a few weeks after he was out of school. So that's when she got a job, and then she needed me to babysit for him. And then his littlest sister was going to like daycare, so she didn't have me babysit. It was just for him. And then he has an older brother that's Jack's age, and he was actually like in Jack's classes when Jack was in middle school last year. They graduated in the same like graduation ceremony and everything like that. So yeah guys, but like I said though, it's kind of sad that like he like we don't have to babysit anymore. The last 2 weeks, really 2 or 3 weeks or whatever it was, like Jack was in school, so I was babysitting. But like even to like just like now, I'm like, what am I gonna do tomorrow? Like Matthew's back at school now, Jack is back at school, I'm not babysitting anymore. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with myself? And honestly too, the last few days, like I've been like, I feel like I just have so much extra time and like energy and stuff like that too, that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna clean this and I'm gonna organize this. I told you guys how like I've cleaned my entire desk. I have organized my cabinets in my desk. I have like cleaned in my room actually like over the last 2 days. And then today I planted the mum that we got from Aldi yesterday, so we have some pretty flowered mum color that's actually was already blooming a little bit, and then our other mum that's already in the backyard that we got last year is actually looks like it's starting to get little, like it's gonna start flowering soon. And then the other one that I transplanted and put in a pot, it's got maybe 3, it'll have maybe 3 flowers. It's super itty bitty tiny little baby, like little tiny little piece, but over the next year maybe it'll probably be a lot bigger and a lot more mature, but it's just, yeah, taking a while right now. So I planted that today. I ended up watering some of the the one that I transplanted, then the other mum that was in the pot because it dries out kind of quick. And then I also ended up watering the kale and spinach and lettuce that's growing in the vegetable garden because it is they're starting to sprout just a little bit right now. So maybe within the next day or two I'll take you guys out and show you guys that's going on out there. And then also too, guys, because I kind of didn't know what to do with myself, I ended up doing laundry today because I need to finish for some of the stuff that Matthew needed so he could go back to school. So I'm like literally caught up with all the laundry. Like I actually didn't even have enough to run a full load, so I was trying to find like random blankets and like things like that I could just like throw into the laundry that like kind of needed to be washed and stuff like that, like, you know, just other people's things, you know. So I was like, okay, is there any, I needed light colored blankets, and so I was running around the house trying to, you know, go through blanket piles, and I was like, does this smell like it needs to be washed? And so I was like, yeah, sure, this one can be washed. So I was just throwing that stuff in the laundry. I'm like super caught up with laundry right now. I'm pretty much caught up with dishes right now too, and I like didn't know what else really to do with myself today, so that's when I ended up going and planting the plant outside, like I said. And then I also ended up, actually I spent like a half an hour outside with the dog. I was doing like a crossword puzzle outside, sitting out on the porch. And that's the thing though, guys, is that I am a little bit sad about, is that like I haven't been able to enjoy the backyard too much recently, only because like when it's not like super hot, like either like in the morning or like later in the afternoon, it's like right at those times when like I'm just like either like starting babysitting or like just ended babysitting before it got too dark out either. And so I didn't have like a whole ton of time, I guess. I mean, I still had some time to be able to like take the dogs out in the backyard and just spend some time out there, but normally like after I was done babysitting I was pretty tired, so I just like go in my room, watch TV or whatever, or like I'd have other things that I need to make sure I got taken care of after I was done babysitting. And so now though that I have so much time, I'm like, I can just like go sit in the backyard and like just like relax, like go read a book in the backyard. And like I said, now that it's so nice out there and we have the fence up this year and everything like that, like I want to spend that time outside. And today was like the perfect like temperature. It was like mid 80s or something like that, but then when I went out there like later in the afternoon, it cooled down a little bit, so it's just like perfect out like in the afternoon. So I just sat out there, did a crossword puzzle, let the dogs run around, and then later I ended up coming inside and we ended up watching the Notre Dame game. So that was fun. We watched them. They won today, which was also nice. And the Cubs too. I didn't catch really most of the game, but I did see they won today as well. So sports teams did well today, but I did already actually like pre-did my planner. The only thing is, I told you guys, I kept thinking today was Sunday, so I was like, oh, like, you know, Monday starts tomorrow. I didn't realize that today was Monday. So yeah, there's like, I'm serious, guys, like I don't really know what to start getting into right now, and like what I can start working on and stuff like that, and like things that I can start doing too. And like I said though, now that like Matthew's gone, I was like, oh well, maybe like, you know, we can go do some yard work, or like, oh, maybe we can go in the attic and start organizing and cleaning the attic, because now that it's cooler out, you know, it's not as hot in the attic like it is in the middle of summer. But now he's back in school, so I'm like, okay, maybe we can't do that, you know, like me and Jack don't have anything that we can do because he's in school too. I'm like, what am I supposed to do right now? It's like just that weird like in between time. And on top of that too though, the good thing is that I've been waking up early. Like I woke up at 8 o'clock today too, or yeah, I think I woke up at 8 o'clock because I went to bed a little bit later last night. But like that's the thing too, is that like because I'm getting up early now, like I have all this time during the day, like, you know, and I feel like I can be more productive and get more things done. And so that's why I'm trying to like do, you know, like I said, clean and organize my desk and clean and organize this thing and, you know, whatever. And so you know, like I'm trying to get all this stuff done, you know, just spend time out in the backyard with the dogs, you know, doing little like planting things and stuff like that, because the flower beds really don't even need to be weeded or anything like that. They've been pretty like taken care of and everything. So it's just, like I said, it's so weird because I'm like, what should I do? What do I do now? So I'm gonna have to find something. My mom even said that too. She's like, what are we gonna do tomorrow? I was like, I don't know. I know I've got some projects that were like bigger projects that I really needed like a few days to work on, like probably pantry reorganizing, which I've been doing in small little chunks, but that I need to reorganize the laundry room. It's been a huge project, but I need like to buy totes for that and stuff. And so I don't want to start something if I can't get the necessary like organizational stuff. It was kind of the same thing when I organized the linen closet in our hallway. I didn't want to start organizing it until we had all of the bins that I needed to organize it. And guys, I think it's been over a year now, that closet is still organized. Like if it hadn't, I think in the past, the way it was organized by this point would have been just a complete disaster. But the new method that I used for organizing it, and the new method that I used for you know, like the totes, the new totes and everything like that that I bought and everything, has kept it organized. So that's why, that's what I really want to do in like the laundry room, and you know, anywhere else that needs needs good organization. But I want to do kind of the same thing that I did in there, so that's why I want to get you know, I want to wait until we can buy these bins and have these totes before I start working on a project like that. And it's kind of like I said too, the same thing with the pantry. I don't want to full on do the pantry until I have all of the, like, all of the canning jars that I've been using to store all of the stuff in, until I've started at least getting that part done, and then all of the other organization can kind of come from there. So yeah, we'll see, guys. But I will talk to you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's vlog, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.